TORP here. Yeah, I've been like looking at some of these videos and watching Uber Eats Arizona. I've been on his live for about, well, fuck it. It's been like an hour.
Nothing but respect.
The man has mad game. So, I ran into Pedro on there. I don't script shit, but I had to write down some notes because there's a lot of shit going on for real. And, yeah, I was like, Pedro. All right. So, I guess the point is, am I going to do Pedro? Am I going to fucking go into a live with him? I asked a few people, but Uber Eats Arizona's comments are going so fast. It reminds me of my last live. They're just going too fast. You can't really see them. So, but I did get a couple of insights on Pedro. And one of those was, yeah, it looks like a good idea. So I guess I'll go live with you, Pedro. Huh? Let's do it. I mean, you want to talk about that you're in denial about the fucking glitch and using it to make money. And you know what? I'm all about that, man. I mean, if I'm going to be here doing this, and then, yeah, it's probably a good idea that I talk to the man that's involved, the man that's responsible, or at least, at the very least, the man that's, keeping people in the loop about the glitch. Because you see, me and my community brought this up. And when we did, you got, I don't want to use the word angry or mad, because you don't seem to like that. When people get angry or mad, you seem to get a little tiffed. And I'm like, well, yeah, I would too if I was doing something illegitimately. And I'm like, well, maybe it's time we had a talk, Pedro. My question is like, how are we going to do it, man? The fucking train's even fucking worked up. I believe that was 3. Yep, we're good. So, Pedro, what I want to ask you is this. If you really want to sincerely go on live with me, and yeah, I guess so, sure, maybe we could do it on yours. I'm not doing it on mine, and I'll tell you why. I don't need what you apparently need. I don't need the views. I don't need the input from your fucking whatever the fuck that is you're doing. I have no clue. That takes me to my next point. I'm unscripted, but I do take notes because there's some shit I want to bring up. Like you. They want to ignore it. Pedro wants to ignore the fact that he got called out. Now all he's doing is one thing. Now all of a sudden he's like, you know what? I'm really mad. I'm not in a good mood. That's what Pedro's been saying. I'm not in a good mood. At least that's what the rest of us are picking up. The rest of us in Linda. And I'm like, well, I guess you're not. How many people got to call you out before you just suggest to your audience that, yeah, I made a fuck up. I made a boo-boo. And it's like, you won't do it. So that's why we're here, man. Pedro. That's why we're here. You know what? If I fuck up, I'll tell you. I'll give you the real. People know this about me. But you're not giving the real. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to make a bunch of videos for 2 years straight and say, this is how you do it, this is how you don't, and then we find out later that you've been using a glitch that has been supporting your plight to get AdSense revenue, I'm like, well, that's not credibility. That's a flex term. Credibility, by the way. That's a flex term. I don't buy into credibility unless I'm listening to it when it started. And then when it ends, I get like, yeah, this motherfucker's real. He's on point. And I do that with a lot of people, but not you, Pedro. are you sure you want to do a live with me? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're asking for? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm game. All right? I'm game. And the only reason I'm game is simply due to the fact that I guess I got to practice what I preach. You know? I mean, I get on other people for not doing it. And then I support the people that do. And you guys know who these are. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm not going to be a Roy. I'm not going to be a flex and block people and knock people off the platform on my channel. You guys know I don't do that. I let the comments ride as long as they're not offensive in some sort of a gay way like fucking Flex does. Or it's kind of ridiculous when you think about it. I mean, we're all here for the same purpose. We want to share good ideas, but we're not getting any except from the bottom feeders. And I guess you guys have noticed that the bottom feeders are really the ones kicking ass right now. The ones that aren't kicking ass right now are the ones that are like Pedro and Sin Cities that are just showing you how great life is when you know good goddamn and well it's not. It's like, you know what the fuck, man? Follow the yellow brick road to the Wizard of Oz. And that's what we've all been watching. And, you know, now Pedro wants to fucking do a live. He asked me in Uber Jeep Arizona's live, which I've been on for about 2 hours tonight because that man does have mad skills. He's got mad game. Uber Eats Arizona is just one of my favorites. I said one of. And I'm like, well, how can I not fucking listen to him? You know what I mean? I'm here just like you guys are. I'm listening to the whole plight, both sides. And, you know, you get lucky when you find somebody that's actually telling you or relating their message to you that they know of, and it relates to you. I've never seen fucking Pedro do that since he got AdSense. I mean, honestly, the biggest thing I've seen from Pedro is getting butthurt over the fact that Glitchgate happened. That's what really fired him up ever since the last AdSense. Lost AdSense. Here's my biggest thing with that. My curiosity is this. Why is Pedro keeping it PG? Did you notice in his last short that Thomas Black and I got this shit right here. I do this on purpose, by the way. Thomas Schubeck Industries. They called him out in shorts or videos, and they were like fucking on fire with it. You know, calling him out. I'm like, there we go. Pedro only seems to talk to the bottom feeders when he's lost his game, when he's getting butthurt. And I'm like, that makes sense. Pedro should be butthurt. He should be responding to the likes of us, but I mean, fuck me running. Is that what it takes to get a hold of one of these elites? The ones that have been scamming the system and scamming us? You gotta fucking be a bottom feeder that's fucking saying it real? That should tell you something, man. That should wake your ass up. That should make you feel like, yeah, now the shit's making sense. Now it is. All of a sudden I get it. And that's why we're here. Me and my bottom feeder family have fucking seen this for a long time. And we're just now speaking about it for about the last 2 months. And what we found out is this. These people that have been talking about how great it is or how bad it is, or how you do this or how you do that, how you make your app work or how you make your life better, have been making me and a lot of people fucking pissed off because we found out they're only telling us that shit because they've been fucking lying to us. They've been manipulating the system. They've been cheating the system. And ever since that goddamn day, we're like waking up. Wake the fuck up. And you guys have seen it yourselves. It's like, you know what? I can't feed my family on a fucking lie, Pedro. I can't feed my family. I can't feed my car. I can't feed my insurance. I can't feed my bills when I'm fucking trying to do it the way you said to do it. And you were wrong the whole fucking time because you were getting fucking paid to lie to me? Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed, you fucking troll. Yeah, I called you a troll, Pedro. How many fucking times are you gonna come up on this here platform we call YouTube and tell people what they want to hear because you're satisfied with your solution and you expect other people to fucking buy into it? You know, expect is a big word, man. You know what it means? It means I expect you to believe me as long as I get the fuck and or paid. I'm fucking over it, Pedro. But I'll tell you what, if you want to go live with me, I got this. I don't even want anybody else in the live, Pedro. I don't want anybody in there. No, I don't want any input from anybody. I don't do lives that way. That's why I have my own live. If you want to do a Pedro with me, oh fuck my Jesus. Pedro, if you want to do a live with me, let's do it. But it's gotta be one-on-one. I mean it. I ain't having no fucking fights, no arguments, no what ifs, no what ands, none of that shit. What I'm gonna do is have a conversation with you man to man. Can you man up? Can you handle the man up? That's what I want to know. We know what you're about, but we want to know more. We want to figure out the end game. What is your end game, Pedro? I would be delighted to be invited to your live. I ain't doing it on my channel. What does that tell you? What that tells you is I don't need the views, man. You do. You're still fighting to get your AdSense back. And if you don't, you can go straight MA17. If you don't, you're going to have to you're going to straight lose your mind. We all know this. The only reason you're keeping a PG because I saw that short from Thomas Black, and I saw it from, oh my God, the people I saw that from. Reviewing your short about how fucking high schoolers or something like that. I don't even fucking know what that was, man. You made no sense on that. I know what you were trying to say, but I still don't get it. Because you didn't finish the sentence, dude. That short was worse than any of the comments I've made on my channel. Because I can't type. I can't spell. I get this. I know this. There's nothing to knock here. But I didn't get anything that you said in that short. You didn't call anybody out. You didn't put any group into it. All you talked about was high school and this girl behind that girl, and you think they're looking at you, or what the fuck? Dude, I swear to God, I'm not making this up. You presented a steak on a really shitty garbage can lid. That was the worst fucking video I've ever seen from you. And there's been many of them in the last 6 months, but that one really shocked me. I still can't make any sense out of it. Did you go PG to make sure that your channel's not getting jacked up? Because if you do win the appeal on your AdSense being revoked, that you'll win it back, so you got to keep your channel PG? Dude, we're not doing that here. And here's the fucked up thing. Uber Jeep Arizona. I do believe this man's got as much game as I do. Maybe some more. He didn't hold back. This motherfucker running ads. You know what that means? That means when you run ads and you're keeping it real, you got my respect. See, Pedro, you never did that. You've been selling out to the likes of the people that you believe are listening to your every word and using that in their real life to make money. And what you forgot was they're not making money. What they're doing is getting mad stress. They're getting heart shake. They're heartbroken, man. When are you going to recognize that? Just because your fucking followers on YouTube are saying, oh, God, you are the man. What does that imply? That implies that you are doing something that they're doing. They're manipulating the system. They're manipulating their viewers. They're manipulating their views. And to this day, it fucks me up that AdSense fucking responds to that in a positive way by paying you to do it. I mean, how much... Look, we have a lot of people here, and I do mean a fucking shit ton of them, that are fucking spilling the beans, that are fucking sharing their hearts, that are getting their fucking hands dirty, explaining why and sharing why Pedro sucks so bad. And Sin City delivers. Oh my God, that motherfucker. Why he sucks so bad. And do you think we're really doing that because we want to just make you butthurt? No. We're doing that because we want other people to see it. Because that ain't how life works. It's never been that way. You make it sound that way, Pedro. You make it sound that way, Sin City Deliveries. What you're doing is an injustice to your fellow drivers. What you're doing is making things up to get paid on AdSense. And now that Pedro's lost it, he's keeping it PG to make sure that if he has any shot in hell to get his AdSense back, he's going to go PG again. Right now, he's riding on PG-13. And as that PG-13 is showing in full effect, go watch his channel. I got no problem with that. He ain't getting paid. You can watch it. 100,000 views. Doesn't make no difference. He ain't going to get paid for it. Feel free to finally watch this fucknut. Okay, Pedro. You really want to go live with me? One-on-one. Let's do it. All right. You know what? This isn't about a pissing match. I'm over-explaining myself. That gets on my nerves. What's worse is not explaining Pedro. And the best way to do it is explaining it to him. Pedro, you want this? You got it. I'll take it. Let's do it. Pedro, if you're really listening to the people, if you really want to help the people, it's time to explain yourself. But I want real shit. I don't want this fake fucking goddamn numb nuts fucking I love my audience when I get paid shit. Bring it. I promise you one thing, Pedro. I will, in fact, keep it real. I will let you talk. I will listen. Apparently, that's something that you need to learn how to do. But I'm going to give you an opportunity to do it. It's got to be a one-on-one, man. One-on-one. I'm not fucking with the likes of somebody that just wants to yell over me. I did that with Roy. I did that with Flex. I'm not doing it with you. You want to have a real talk? Let's do it. TORP out.